mean, I'm just as surprised as you guys are. I never thought I'd be standing up on stage accepting this award from Mr. Dahl, no less. Me, Most Improved JV Track and Field recipient? Never. Apparently, I was really good at making it look like I was putting in my full effort during those god-awful track warm-ups. I'll be honest with you guys, this season wasn't the easiest. Just a few weeks in, I developed some pretty severe shin splints, putting a big dent on my 8th grade track career. I remember at one point, my mom got so upset with me for not icing my shins and complaining about the pain, she sat me down in the shop and made me stick my legs into the coldest bucket of ice water. I remember the pain and cold was just too much for my low pain tolerance, causing me to burst into tears during this icing process. Luckily, my sister was nice enough to catch this all on video, and now I'm able to go back and watch this moment over and over again and be reminded of my true weaknesses. The Lord knew I'd be too good at pole vault and running distance if he didn't give me shin splints. Don't get me wrong, I love running just as much as anyone else, but the thing that keeps me coming back to track every year is the pole vault. I'd like to thank my dad for the extra weekend practices he put in with me. Even though he had never participated in track or been a pole vaulter himself, he thought he could teach me. Although these weekend practices never resulted in much improvement, they did result in one thing, however, a sprained toe. Now I know what you guys are all thinking. She's gonna dive into some big story about one of her toes and she's gonna go on and on and on. And that's exactly what I'm gonna do. It was during one of our Saturday practices. It was about an hour or so in and the hottest part of the day was approaching us. I was at my spot, 6 large paces back from my takeoff spot. I started off at a somewhat speedy pace, raising my arms in anticipation for the takeoff. Unfortunately, as my pole landed in the pit, my hands slipped, causing me to trip and fall, hurting my toe in the process. After he watched me just totally biff it into the pit, landing face first, my dad summoned up all the fatherly love he could and told me to walk it off. I could in fact not walk it off, and because I am my dad's favorite little girl for trying the sport he begged my sister and I to both try, I got to end my practice early and he gave me a piggyback ride back to the car. My big toe did heal, luckily, but the left one is still bigger than the right one. Very odd. Despite my struggles, track has developed my perseverance and love for becoming a driven, passionate, and complaining athlete. I'd like to personally thank all my coaches for this wonderful track season, and thank you for this awesome award. Thank you.